Hello, I'm Carl Rowland with Sherline Products. In this video, we're going to show you how to adjust your Z and your X-axis gib on the ball screw lathe. The Z-axis is the one that wears the most because that's where most of your travel is and length of travel. So on the Z-axis, you've got your gib fat end sticking out here with the gib lock pin, short end sticking out just a little bit on this side, and right here is the set screw that locks in the gib lock pin. So this is a 3/32 Allen wrench to break this set screw loose. And once it's broken loose, you can tap the gib in either direction to loosen it up or tighten it up. What we recommend is we actually give these to you guys. It's just a plastic sprue so that you don't damage your bed. If you use metal of any kind, you stand a chance of dinging your dovetail, which is not good. The other one is our T-handled Allen wrench. These are excellent little hammers, and most of the time you can just get away with tapping it with this. If you have to loosen it up, then you're going to have to tap from the small end this way, and that's generally not the case. Generally you're going to be tightening it up a little bit. But right now I just loosened it. What you want to do is, as you adjust it, actually turn this. So I would start by turning your hand wheel just to see what the resistance is before you start, okay? And then you can tap it in. And just go a little bit at a time. Feels good. And I'm going to go a little bit more. Now, when I adjust it right now, what I want to do is actually lock the gib in place, because if I adjust it and I move the cross slide this way towards the fat end, there is a chance that the cross slide or the lathe saddle will move further up on the gib and lock it down even more. This is a tapered gib, so you can literally lock up your saddle entirely to where it won't even move if you tighten this gib too much. So it's a give and take. You want to have it tight enough to get rid of any kind of play, but not too tight, okay? And also on the ball screw, if you had no backlash at all or a thou backlash and you adjust your gib, you tighten this up, and all of a sudden you have 3, 4, 5 thousandths worth of backlash, that's because you tighten the gib too much and it's acting as a brake. You're telling your axis to move 100 thousandths and it's moving, 95 thousandths because it had to overpower the braking action of the gib first before it made the move. So don't over tighten it, just tighten it enough so that you have easy feel and you have no sideways motion whatsoever. So once that's adjusted, then you just lock the gib lock in place with the set screw, and that guy's good to go. So the Z-axis is the easy one. Because of the design, our box design underneath here to hold the ball screw and to add rigidity to this entire assembly, our access hole for the cross slide is actually underneath here, and you don't have access to it. So what you have to do is actually take the base off of your lathe in order to get access to the gib lock for your cross slide. So we'll show you how to do that. What I've got are some blocks of wood. I would highly recommend that you screw these together so they're not individually stacked like I have them here. And we're going to use these to actually rest the bed on. So the overall height has to be higher than your speed control, from the bed to the speed control. So put one right about there, put another stack of 3 right about here. Now what I'm going to do is lift this up. So now I have access to the 4 screws at the bottom. We have the bed resting on the wood blocks, and that's a pretty sturdy setup. So now we're going to just take the base off. So let's see. We have 4 screws. You have to break them loose first, And I'd hold on to your lathe when you break them loose. And there. Once you break them loose, then we can just unscrew these guys. Take them all the way out. Set them off to the side. Base piece. Just going to set that guy down here right now. All right, for your cross slide gib, small ends over here, the fat ends out here, and this is our access hole to the gib lock screw, and it's a 3/32, and it goes all the way down there, which is why there's no access through the base. Again, I'll use my cheater wrench. There, that wasn't too bad. Okay, break it free. If you want to loosen it up, it's going to be underneath your nut assembly right here. You have to give that a tap and knock it out. If you want to tighten it up, then you're hitting the fat end, which is away from the side opposite of your stepper motor. And again, just put this guy on here. Just give it a little bit of a tap. Lock this up again. Just snug. And then feel what your resistance is like. That's still nice and smooth right there. I'm going to go just a little bit tighter. Lock it up. Lock it up again. All right, and that feels good right there. Once I've got it where I want it, now I'm going to tighten this down. You don't need the cheater on this. Just tighten it down. What you can get with your fingers right here is tight enough that that set screw's not going anywhere. So that takes care of that guy there. And now I'm going to put my base back on. So I'm going to clean both surfaces. My base. And on the base you have two holes that are pretty close and two that are far away. The far away are the ones that go on the headstock, close goes on the tailstock side. Okay, and I find it's easiest if you put one screw through on the headstock side, and then you can see where your screw is and where the hole is, and you just guide the screw to the hole and just set it down. Now you just get all four of these guys started. Don't tighten any of them down yet. Once that guy's in there, wiggle your base a little bit to get the hole to align. Do the same thing on the tailstock side. Get them all started. Get them all snug. Okay, then once they're snug, again they go crisscross, good and tight. That is done there. Pull forward a little bit. And now, 1, 2. Nice. Nice. It's looking good. So that's it right there. Thank you.